YouTube first. I'm gonna try streaming to YouTube and Reddit at the same time. Uh, I'm gonna let YouTube warm up a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to turn on my computer with RPan Studio on it and try to stream to Reddit and see if I can keep both streams going strong. Sometimes when I stream to both, it slows down too much to be enjoyable for people. So this is a tardigrade, a water bear, a moss piglet, and it is walking around in some cyanobacteria. And this is 150 times. So that's 150. And they, let's see, I think Friday was 3 weeks. Hey, how you doing, SpaghettiOs? Friday was 3 weeks since I had this sample. So this is the longest live tardigrades stay alive without them getting slow and sluggish and me have to put them back. So that's a long time. So this Friday will be a month. So. And you can see he's really active. He likes where he is. That cyanobacteria is probably making oxygen in his water, so he's got a lot going for him. And you see some other, those aren't paramecium. I'm gonna get you to name it, name of those things in a minute. So here he is. So he's doing what he does best. He's tardigrading. He's slow stepping. And it looks like his back is toward us, so he's walking on the bottom of the slide. All right, and I'm gonna try to start up RPan Studio and stream to Reddit. And see, Reddit's where I get most of my viewers. Sometimes I can get, on an average day, 30, 40 people at a time watching. But depends on when you start on Reddit, you can get, 20,000 viewers. And that can add up sometimes over an hour to 1 million unique viewers. So Reddit's usually where I stream, even though the quality's a little less. So let's see. So if I can go here, and then I'll know on Reddit, when it slows down, you get about 100 kilobits upload speed, and that's drastically slow. That's going to be lagging like minutes behind. So you want to be in the 2,000 range. So I'll know in a minute. And depending on what's going on Reddit, I may or may not stop the YouTube channel, but let's look at them for a few more minutes on our own here. So that's a tardigrade. And the reason why I'm streaming these, they're not hard to find, but they're hard to get separated out of the mud. So when you get some separated like this into some clear water and they live in and survive, and you want to stream them as much as you can because did my last message send? Let's see. Oh yeah, there you go. I didn't see it. If I look away, YouTube will, the message just scrolls by. No, it's not monetized yet. Even with the streaming I've been doing in the last month, I'm still I think I'm up to 1,200 viewing hours. Look, he's eating now, see? See how he curls around that and his mouth parts go? So he's sucking the juice out of something there. Look at that. So it takes a while. I don't, I'd have to stream if I can get people from Reddit, like when I have 20,000 viewers on Reddit, if I can get 1,000 of them to come over to YouTube for a minute, that's 1,000 minutes. Okay, if I can get 5,000 to come over for a minute, that's 5,000 minutes. Look, he's eating, look. So now you know how a tardigrade eats, see? See that little sucker in there? He's sucking the juice out of that cyanobacteria. Check it out. So there you go. That was a treat. Mmm. There he goes again. Says like a bottle, look. And if you look really good, you could see how he pretty much sucked the chlorophyll out of those first two sections of cyanobacteria. So, see how they clear? You can barely see them because they clear. And see that little thing going back and forth? It like sucks the juice out. So I'm gonna turn on my Reddit and see what we have here and see if I can get a good upload speed. So let's see what happens. And if anybody watching, if you could tell me if YouTube starts to lag. So far the upload speed on Reddit is 2,600, so that's good. And to my friends on Reddit, I was streaming on YouTube for about 5 minutes. Now I jumped over to Reddit, see if we can get some views. This is a tardigrade that seems to be enjoying himself and having a smorgasbord on some cyanobacteria. And I'm gonna get up for a minute and get my other glasses. So there you go. So, boy, Monday morning, somebody must be streaming some kitty cats or something on Reddit because I only got one viewer. Yeah, I'm streaming at 720. I have decent upload speed on the internet. I mean, I pay for, boy, I think, I can't check right now because if I check, I'm going to lose the stream. But usually I'm streaming up at about 30. I have pretty much downloads 300, but up is usually about 30. So and I can tell even the upload right now on Reddit is doing fine. So I think we're okay right now. And I'm gonna be drinking a Diet Coke. Yeah, okay, Reddit's picking up a little bit. So if you hear me swallowing, I'm drinking some, 30, that's right, 30 megabits. So it's, it's decent upload speed. Sometimes it's even faster. If I'm streaming too, it can go down. But if it stays even about, that's a water bear right there. If I can stay in the 10 range upload speed, it usually does fine. Sorry if you can hear me swallow, I'm thirsting to death. There he is eating again. You see that little arrow thing in his mouth? That's how he sucks the chlorophyll sucks the juice out of these cyanobacteria. So that's pretty good to see something like that. Hello, friends on Reddit. So I see some people see my stream and they're coming over. So you can see he's got a little couple of paramecium type guys swimming around there. But when they curled up like this, they usually found something they like to eat. So that's what they're doing, eating. So it's not bad for him to be curled up. It's a little hard to see, but you know he's healthy at this point. Healthy and likes where he is. See right now, look, I mean you can see when he stops and starts sucking the juice out. And if you look real good, you could see how the green fades after he's finished sucking on one of those cells. You could see it gets clear. Especially probably if you're on YouTube, you might be able to see it a little better. So he's really liking it. He's really liking where he is. Check that out. And the good thing when I'm streaming to YouTube and Reddit at the same time, I'm using the actual feed from phone that's connected to YouTube, connected to my microscope, connected to RPan Studio. So I can use YouTube's filters. So if I do some filters here like sepia, silver, haunt, you can get a little better idea. Some of it gives you better detail. See, this is black and white, but you can see more finer details, especially like his eye spots and stuff. So that's pretty nice. When you get these little filters on here. So you can see he's actually holding on. He don't want to go anywhere right now. He wants to stay right there in this cyanobacteria he's attached to. Let me get the power cord from my phone. And I'm gonna make a little video later, maybe today, but more likely later this week on how to find tardigrades. Somebody had messaged me and they have a microscope, but they can't find them. So I'm kind of going to make a little video on how to find them. Yeah, that's a water bear. Sprint Holtz. Somebody's on, I'm streaming on YouTube and Reddit. So, yep, that's a water bear tardigrade in black and white. Let me go back to his regular color. And that green stuff that looks like necklaces right there, that's cyanobacteria. So that, tardigrades will eat that. I don't think it's their algae, but they'll eat it. You think he knows we're watching him? Those little oval ones are, they're too little for me to identify. So, I mean, I would have to zoom in on them, maybe get a picture of them, maybe look at some books and websites. They could be a type of, I can't really tell. They look like they're ciliates, single cells for sure, but it's hard for me to tell what they are, without doing some real close-up work. Well, he's swimming, but they don't swim, they walk. So let me grab me some coffee. You might hear me pouring some coffee. And warming my coffee. No, I'm not going to put the tardigrades in the microwave. That is not a paramecium. I forgot what that's called. I had the name of him yesterday. I'm gonna look that up again. Hang on. You see those little ones moving around? They move around so fast that you can't really get an ID on them. Trying to see if they have a flagella or if they ciliates. Flagella would mean they have one or two little hairs that whip them around. Ciliates mean they have hairs all over them. I can't really tell what they are. They're not harmful to the water bear. So somebody on Reddit must have kitty cat streaming, huh? Either cats or somebody playing a flute with their tongue, or a flute with their big toe. And these, I've had these water bears. Last Friday was 3 weeks I've had these alive on this slide. So 3 weeks. Somebody on YouTube, Tinsley, asked me, do I reckon there's some other microscopic life somewhere in the universe? I gotta believe so, yeah. I mean, the Drake equation and things like that say there should be intelligent life. So if there's supposed to be millions of planets that could support intelligent life, there's got to be trillions of planets that can support single-celled creatures. It has to be. Come on. I mean, either now or in the past, or they, coming in and out of life. But I personally believe yes, at least bacteria, eukaryotes, prokaryotes, things like this. I mean, even to find something like this on another planet. I'm no expert, but even if they found this on Mars, okay, let's say they found water bears and bacteria buried on Mars. That doesn't prove that life exists all over the universe. All that proves is that the two closest planets to each other have the same, life that, it could have came from Earth, a meteor hitting and then sending it to Mars, or a meteor hitting Mars and sending it to Earth. But I do believe, and I could be wrong, that if they ever found that and tested the DNA, they'd be able to tell. If the DNA structure is close enough between the ones on Mars and here, then they know they came from the same batch.